Have you ever felt intensely drawn to someone, yet constantly at odds with them? Or maybe you've wondered why some relationships seem to be a never-ending push and pull. In astrology, a Venus opposite Mars aspect can explain this magnetic yet conflicting dynamic. Today, we're diving deep into this fascinating opposition, exploring its potential for both passion and friction, and providing actionable strategies to navigate its complexities. So, buckle up as we unpack the secrets of Venus opposite Mars, offering insights that could transform your understanding of love and relationships. Venus opposite Mars signifies a compelling mix of attraction and conflict, where desires clash and power dynamics come to the forefront. Venus, representing harmony, affection, beauty, romance, and connection, often finds itself at odds with Mars, the planet of passion, action, directness, conquest, and sexuality. Imagine Venus wanting a romantic dinner filled with soft music and intimate conversation, while Mars craves a night of unrestrained passion and immediate physical connection. Or picture Venus desiring a thoughtful, heartfelt gift expressing deep emotion, whereas Mars prefers to demonstrate love through physical touch and acts of service. This fundamental difference in needs can create tension. Now here's where it gets interesting. This opposition isn't necessarily negative, it's a mirror, reflecting back to each partner their own unacknowledged desires and needs, offering a unique opportunity for self-awareness and personal growth. Ever wondered why you're so drawn to someone who seems so different from you? It's often because they embody qualities you're lacking or haven't fully embraced within yourself. Let's explore how this plays out with the elements. Venus in a fire sign, like Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, approaching Mars in a water sign, such as Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sparks a clash between passionate pursuit and emotional sensitivity. The fiery Venus might come across as too aggressive or insensitive to the water sign Mars, who, in turn, might seem overly emotional or passive to Venus. For example, a Venus in Aries might directly pursue a Mars in Cancer, overwhelming them with declarations of love before truly understanding their emotional landscape. Conversely, consider Venus in an Earth sign, like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, opposing Mars in an air sign, such as Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Here, sensual appreciation contrasts with the need for intellectual connection. The Earth sign Venus values stability and physical pleasures, while the air sign Mars craves mental stimulation and detached analysis. Imagine a Venus in Taurus planning a cozy night in with gourmet food and soft blankets, while a Mars in Gemini wants to go out and socialize, engaging in stimulating conversations with new people. You're probably thinking, this sounds like a recipe for disaster. But wait, there's a catch. These differences can actually be complementary, each partner bringing something valuable to the relationship. Conversely, if Venus is in an air sign and Mars is in an earth sign, detached affection opposes practical demonstration. And when Venus is in water and Mars is in fire, emotional intimacy meets head-on with fiery desire. Now let's consider the specific zodiac signs. A Venus in Aries opposite Mars in Libra creates a tension between independent love and balanced love. The Aries Venus is assertive and self-focused in love, while the Libra Mars seeks harmony and partnership. It's the classic me first versus us first dilemma. A Venus in Taurus opposite Mars in Scorpio presents a conflict between security and intensity. The Taurus Venus values comfort and stability, while the Scorpio Mars craves deep, transformative experiences. Then, Venus in Gemini opposing Mars in Sagittarius tests intellectual connection against an adventurous spirit. Imagine a Venus in Gemini wanting to explore different ideas and engage in witty banter, while a Mars in Sagittarius is constantly seeking new experiences and philosophical truths. Venus in Cancer opposite Mars in Capricorn details a clash between nurturing instincts and driven ambition. The Cancer Venus prioritizes home and emotional security, while the Capricorn Mars is focused on career and public achievement. Now, what about Venus in Leo opposite Mars in Aquarius? Loyal affection is opposed by independent love. And finally, Venus in Virgo opposite Mars in Pisces shows practicality being challenged by imagination. But stick around, at 7:30 I'll reveal a secret astrological technique for harnessing the power of oppositions for ultimate relationship harmony. Beyond the signs, the houses where Venus and Mars reside also play a crucial role. Venus in the first house opposite Mars in the seventh suggests an attraction built on self-image versus partnership needs. The person with Venus in the first house may prioritize their own appearance and desires, while the person with Mars in the seventh house focuses on meeting the needs of their partner. Venus in the second house opposite Mars in the eighth highlights a conflict between personal values and shared resources. Venus in the third house opposite Mars in the ninth describes a tension between everyday communication and broader philosophical beliefs. Venus in the fourth house opposite Mars in the 10th details a clash between home life and public aspirations. Venus in the fifth house opposite Mars in the 11th illustrates a contrast between personal passions and group activities. Venus in the sixth house opposite Mars in the 12th shows how practical obligations clash with subconscious urges. Opposition in synastry, or relationship astrology, often feels like a magnetic pull coupled with a frustrating push. But what can you do about it? First, recognizing potential conflicts is the first step to addressing power imbalances. Strategies for equitable communication and decision-making are essential to rebalance the scales. Active listening, which involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what the other person is communicating, is absolutely key. Compromise is also essential. Also, clearly defining boundaries involves setting limits and expectations in the relationship. Understanding the root causes of possessiveness is critical for addressing it effectively. Building trust through transparency and open communication is paramount. Focusing on individual growth and independence is important to balance the relationship. And finally, setting clear boundaries and expectations can help mitigate possessiveness. How do other planetary aspects influence this dynamic? Well, a Sun conjunct either Venus or Mars brings the ego and sense of self directly into the romantic and sexual equation. A Moon conjunct either Venus or Mars amplifies the emotional needs tied to this opposition. Mercury conjunct Venus or Mars means communication patterns become heavily influenced by the attraction and potential aggression inherent in the Venus-Mars opposition. Jupiter conjunct Venus or Mars brings expansion and optimism to the romantic and sexual dynamic. Saturn conjunct Venus or Mars introduces restrictions, responsibilities, and potential limitations to the relationship. Uranus conjunct Venus or Mars signals unexpected changes and unconventional expressions of love. Neptune conjunct Venus or Mars infuses the connection with idealization and illusion. Pluto conjunct Venus or Mars indicates intense transformation and potential power struggles at the core of the relationship. And finally, Chiron in the mix highlights wounds around love and sexuality, offering opportunities for healing within the relationship. So what about the bigger picture, the long-term trends? Transiting Venus or Mars activating a natal Venus-Mars opposition can stir up significant events or reveal previously hidden dynamics in a relationship. Progressed Venus and Mars play a role in the long-term evolution of a relationship. Through this dynamic, the Venus person learns to assert their needs more effectively, while the Mars person cultivates greater sensitivity and emotional availability. Both partners integrate their shadow aspects related to love and sexuality. A couple can overcome possessiveness by building a foundation of trust. Each partner embraces vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. And to recap, remember to communicate openly about your needs and feelings without fear of judgment. Practice active listening to truly understand your partner's perspective. Be willing to compromise and find solutions that honor both of your needs. Set clear boundaries and respect each other's individuality. The Venus-Mars opposition is a powerful teacher, revealing the complexities of love and desire. It highlights how intense attraction draws two people together, but conflicting desires and approaches to love can cause friction. Ultimately, this aspect provides the potential for significant personal and relational growth, fostering a deeper understanding of oneself and one's partner. Remember, Compromise allows both partners to feel heard and valued, understanding each other's needs fosters empathy and connection, and open dialogue prevents misunderstandings and builds trust. So, embrace the challenges, celebrate the passion, and navigate the Venus-Mars opposition with awareness and intention. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and join our community of astrology enthusiasts. We offer in-depth analyses of planetary aspects, practical relationship advice, and personalized guidance to help you unlock your full potential. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on our latest insights, and you'll be supporting our mission to make astrology accessible and empowering for everyone. So, click that subscribe button now, and let's explore the cosmos together.